Here we go. Well, it's been a while. I think it's been December, January, February, March, April, and we just got into May. So it's almost 6 months since I've checked in with you, and my, how time has flown. I'm actually surprised that the world is still sane enough for us to actually meet again. So I wanted to do just a check-in, catch-up video because it has been a while. You can see there has been some changes. The trailer. I'm getting ready to take off again. So when I last spoke with you, if you're new, I know you have no idea what I'm talking about, but this is a catch-up video for those of you who have not unsubscribed, which there have been quite a few. I totally don't blame you. But if you're new, just hang in there for a sec. I'm getting ready to take off. I spent the winter down pretty much mostly in Yuma in Arizona. It was really nice to not be cold. I came back up to the trailer in the mountains here at the end of February, beginning of March. It was cold, and it's been cold, and it's just now not cold. So it's been a cold couple months. I really enjoyed not being cold. I am focused on that as a future idea. But as you know, I can't stay where I'm at, and so I'm pretty much packed up, ready to go, just trying to do those last few things, and wanted to do kind of this transition video because I actually am going to start doing another series like I did last summer. That is my hope. We'll see if the camera will work, the computer will work, I can get a connection, and I can make the editing work, because those 4 things keep not working, which is one of the reasons why I don't want to make videos anymore. So with that, if you haven't watched last summer, I did what I called a grid down event as a simulation. What I did in the last month of July is I decided, because we felt like we're so close to nuclear war, kind of a last hardcore prep. So it started with just 31 days of podcasts to try to clean up all those last minute survival prep things. But on a lark, I decided to do kind of a fake video log at the same time. And what started off as a lark really morphed into this other kind of story. And I'll be honest, it's about the last time I've had fun doing anything on video for a very long time. But the problem is trying to maintain a daily video log pace. I won't be able to do that. And the second part was, where would I carry the story forward? Well, all that's kind of popped into place for me. And I just finished rewatching all the videos as part of that series. It's a playlist. It's on my channel, and I will also link it in the description below. But if you haven't watched it, the first video is almost like we're having the conversation today and now. So it's not that the information isn't valid. It was just what it feels like as I was watching that first video just a year too soon. And hopefully we'll never need it. But realistically, it's moving so quickly out in the world, it's hard to know what's coming next. But when I was watching that, and with what I've been trying to do over on my podcast, which is really focused on people that I call Wired for Danger, I finally am starting to put some pieces together that I am not the person to talk about how to make a fire or what to put in your bug out back. It's not that I don't know those things, because if you've been here, I'm going on 12 plus years of living in the dirt. If anybody knows about survival, I think I have a leg up on you for that. But there's so many people talking about that kind of thing. And what the video series last year morphed into was something I'm really going to call, I believe, Beyond Survival. And while the technical would be the mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects beyond just survival of the body and in this world, even though I'm doing that, I hate those words. And so I think a more powerful way to say that is beyond survival. What is our focus? What is our purpose? What do we find deep meaning? How do we find deep meaning? And more importantly, what's going to be our mission? Because if you are a wired for danger person, meaning your response to danger is to fight, as I say in my new intro over at the podcast, without something to die for, without a reason to die for, it's very difficult to have a purpose to live for. And if you're not that type of mission person, it's hard to understand that most of us who are wired for danger, we're focused on the universal mission as opposed to just maybe a personal relationship or a small topic. And I'm tired of all the yelling about everything. There is no purpose or meaning in yelling about the problems. We've got to move beyond identifying physically how to survive and yelling at everybody else that we think are doing things wrong. Because I got news for you. We are all doing the best we can, and that will never be good enough. Not for us, not for anybody else, and not when we become history itself. So I liked this idea of beyond survival and really focusing on what I call sanity, because it's super difficult to stay sane in today's world, but also what's our sacred duty. And that sacred duty is where my mission lies. You get to pick where yours does too. But I believe in accessing the nervous system as our primary way through what's happening, way beyond what kind of stuff we have, because I'll be honest with you right now, kill me now with the stuff. I have been trapped by my stuff for so long. I'm so over it, and yet we're on the brink of collapse and I can't let it go. So I am personally in between this commitment to pure nomadic life versus I just want to go home and stay there. I have no idea which future for me is going to unfold. While I am on that journey, my hope and my prayer is to do this next series that I'm calling The Storm Is Here. Because if you remember, at the end of the last one, it was a grid down event, and I ended it with Storm and Haven, our adventures moving forward, and I had decided to stay in that location. So I have the whole story going in my head. I'm still kind of working out how I want to present that to you, but when I leave, which will hopefully in the next few days, I have the perfect place, if I can get there, to launch this next series with. If I can get all the pieces in place, because as you know, that is not my forte. Love being creative, the practical, not my forte. So I just wanted to say hi. We're all okay. It's been a struggle. I'm not going to lie. I am not equipped to take care of 2 puppies. It has been a struggle. Does anybody want 2 beautiful white puppies? So far, we're barely making it. I have no idea what's going to happen when we move into the truck because there's not room for all 3 of us. Luckily, it's summer and I can pitch a tent. And so the adventure is truly beginning as an adventure. And I am going to continue to do the podcast with the particular focus again on those of us who are wired for danger. Anybody can listen. And the same thing, I'm going to be making these regular videos, but I also am going to be doing this video series that is what I call fictional improv, meaning the story I'm making up, but the interactions that you'll see me interacting with will be real. Still playing myself as a character, but you know, Haven is still Haven and other people are still other people. But I had so much fun bouncing off of what was happening spontaneously and weaving it into the story. I thought I really liked doing that. So I'm going to try and do that again. Again, I just wanted to say hi. I just wanted to check in. Still trying to breathe. And with that, fingers crossed, everything will get cleaned up and fixed up and loaded up and we will drive off. And if we're lucky, we will be launching a new fictional improv storm story here. And if you subscribe and hit the bell, then we just might see you soon. Deep breath, my friends, and I will see you next time.